That's called Half-Life. You either love it or you hate that one. Slideshow is our last number for the evening with Blue, David, Raymond, Nancy, Scott, Jason, Rich, and John. I feel sorry for you if you have to be in a number after that last one we did. That's a workout right there. Okay. So for this one, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to introduce you to esteemed colleagues of mine. I consider them mentors, teachers, very sophisticated, highly intellectual, incredible amount of wisdom. One word describes them, which better than any other word, and that is eloquence. And I look up to them, and I know that you'll really enjoy what they're about to teach. They're going to share with you incredible wisdom. Now would be the time to take notes if you're waiting. This next game called Slideshow, they're going to be giving you a wonderful presentation. So why don't you give a round of applause to Dr. Blue and Scientist David.
Well, thank you so much. And we are so happy to have you ladies and germs with us tonight, that you would join us, come out in this weather for a wonderful trip that we took this summer. And we just wanted to explain. Dolly, why don't you go ahead?
Why do you start it every time that we're happy? I'm not happy. We got here early and I was mad and I'm still mad.
Okay. Well, there we have that.
We're happy.
Here we are. We were studying the ancient cultural differences between dances in villages. So, now we are going to take a study of quite an extensive trip that we took. And so this will, I believe our first slide is in Argentina. And these were the original cultural dances of the tango and the mambo.
She takes me on a lot of trips with her and I do photography.
May we have the first slide, Miss Lindsay? Tango, oh, this was so titillating, I tell you.
Very.
The scientist and I showed up. I call it the scientist. Was he just getting a little kick out of that? So this was one of our favorite concertos that they were dancing to. I just wish you could feel the music. It would start at your feet and come all the way up. And the tango, you know, what a dance that is.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I'm not much of a dancer because my hips have seized quite a while ago. But what I really enjoyed about this is they welcomed me in as a stiff man into the party. And they just hugged me until I don't even know. This is a moment for me that it's very sentimental.
Oh, darling, and he did so well. You know, a little robotic, but that's all right. That's all right.
Noisier than it was fascinating, wasn't
Yes.
it?
All right. And now, where should we go for our second slide?
Well, go right ahead.
No, yeah.
I love when you lead.
Oh, then I shall. Our second slide took us to a small village in the Alps. Now, these are like Vikings and Swedish people, so the dances are also traditional. They dance singly, and there's a lot of leaping off of tables, and sometimes the mountainside. It's a wonderful ritual that they go through, mostly in October.
Do you remember Bethilda in the middle there?
Yes.
She could make the best snowball pie.
Oh my gosh.
She would serve it in the morning, and then she would make it for lunch, and then if we were a little hungry after lunch, we'd have some more.
Well, yes, that's Melda was just fabulous.
Her husband Boris was pissed all the time, remember him?
Oh, yes.
He'd hold the sack of potatoes out there and say, "Look at these, better than your damn pie."
darling. Children in the audience, you see.
Pardon.
So yes, this now in the Alps, you know, they do carry on, like I said, quite androgynously and oftentimes in couples. So our next slide, now this is a little spooky. We don't want to scare anybody. Now we're going deep into the Cajun lands. So we've got swamps and wookie boos and birds of all natures. So, This was a little scary for all of us, you know. The quite, what's the word, dear? Heathenistic. There's a little heathenistic.
If I could show you, the one in the middle there practically gnawed my ankle off. He just wouldn't let go until she squirted him with a hose.
I know.
It was just crazy.
I know it, and these were, I mean, they have funny toes, you know, because they're in the swamps of Louisiana.
Don't get me wrong, we became friends.
Yes, but the feet are actually something I've never seen before in human species.
Thick ankles.
And then in the
thick
far
ankles.
corner, we weren't quite sure what his dance was going to be, but he liked being higher than the others, so we just observed, you know, tried to be very silent and let them go on. Do we have any questions from the audience at this point? Yes, my dear. Oh, I know, it just tickles you, doesn't it? Some of these dances, it took my breath away. I didn't know what to say. Now the fourth slide, what shall we say, dear, about this one?
Well, it was the one that we took up on the hotel roof, remember? Me and you, after we got back from the safari, we went up and had a cocktail.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
there was the piano bar.
Okay,
Yeah, and you
yes.
remember you got up on top. Oh, look.
Oh, yes. It was rather late at night, but they were all so full of the spirit. It was just moving from one body to the next.
It was.
The feeling just overtook you.
The entire night had me perplexed.
Some had started a little earlier than others, you know, so it was nap time. But, you know, we have our center star. He was the caller for these dances, and they just fell right into line, one after the other. It was simply stunning.
What I just realized
Yes.
was the native over there, he went by Steve, over there punching that gentleman. He was protecting you because the gentleman there was trying to be impolite with you.
A little
But now what I
envious.
just realized is that Steve was protecting you for me, and I feel a little inadequate.
Oh, no, darling, please, let's not go there. Not in front of all the people tonight. You're up to par, you're knocking them out of the ballparks at any given time, darling. Yes,
I feel like I
yes.
owe him a thank you card.
Well, there you go. I think we will look up that address again. Any questions for this? It's our, yes.
Is there a fifth slide?
Is there what?
A fifth slide?
Yes, and as a scientist, yes, there's a fifth slide, and as a scientist, I'd like to let you know there's also a fifth dimension. Just so you know.
Oh,
Great question.
very good question.
The fifth dimension? Only certain people can say the fifth dimension, I'm sorry.
So back on topic.
So, did you have another slide?
Yes, we have our last and final slide. Now this will bring all the dances together. So we've got the Louisiana, we've got the Swiss Alps, we've got the Argentinas,
And the conga.
and the conga. Oh my goodness!
When they threw the
Yes.
conga in there, it just put the whole
Yes,
thing
yeah,
on a new
yeah.
avenue.
Oh, it's absolutely stunning. You know, if you were a little more well-read, as we are, you could actually depict every dance that's happening on this slide.
This is the dance that got the Olympic Committee to consider this as a next contender. And, I'm voting now. I'm all for it.
Yes, I think. And we would actually tour with these people. Yes.
Definitely, I'd carry their luggage.
Oh
Whatever they want.
my,
I'd
so enchanting.
Yeah, I'd go
It's
to the end of
so
the
real, it's almost like you can hear the music.
Yes, you can.
You can. That's my heart. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom.
Question in the
I think
audience.
that's actually my heartbeat still.
Question in the
Oh,
audience.
sorry.
Question.
Sorry.
Can we look at this slide for 30 minutes?
Well, the thing that I'm going to let them know, you have entered the fifth dimension. You've been here for 13 days. And just to let you know, I think that's our last slide. Do we have any other
I
questions?
believe that is it. If there's no more questions, all right, that's what we shall do.
Thank you for
Our
coming.
intermission. Thank you
Yes,
so
thank you.
much. Let's give ourselves a big